What's good, everybody? It's your boy Space City Steve. Look, don't forget to hit that subscribe button right here so you don't miss out on any 7th Hour productions. Hit that subscribe button right here. And remember, it ain't but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7th Hour, baby. Let's go. The New England Patriots have released their schedule, and I want to say that the PR team is completely on operation clean up the damn image of the team, because they went with the most vanilla and the most like safe and the most like, what do you call it, eye bleach thing you can have ever gone, and it's puppies battling with toys, like little plush toys, and just like a little voiceover and a graphic saying the team they're going to play, and a small little comment like, oh, Buffalo in a new stadium, we'll take them out. It's like the most wholesome video and like that you could have done, and that kind of makes me sad, dude. That kind of makes me sad. Look, I think if we're the Patriots organization, just look, Mike Vrabel, come on, dog, be better. But whatever happened. Your life outside of football is your life outside of football. At the end of the day, you're the coach of this team. You need to be the coach. You need to be the leader of men. So address the team, do whatever you need to do about the issues. If you guys don't know, Mike Vrabel, the coach of the Patriots, he was involved in an affair, and more things keep dropping about it. Instead of dropping all the information at once, they're giving little tidbits to kind of keep it going. People are speculating that there was a private investigator involved, like the woman's husband potentially hired a private investigator to figure it all out, and now they're dropping that tea like crazily. So Mike Vrabel has a terrible look, because his message has always been about being an honorable person and man, and like the importance of family was huge about like in his speeches to the team and stuff. And so people are saying that that's going to impact the team. Other people have said, look, these players, if we're being honest, they're probably involved in some scandalous activity themselves. They don't give a damn. And as dark as that may sound, I feel like that could be true. I feel like that could be and probably is true, with maybe some exceptions. But the point is that something major happened. Address it, nip it in the bud, work on that, and then let's go. So the schedule release came out, and it's like a brand wash video. For me, I feel like get past it and do something exciting, bro. You got Mike Vrabel and the boys. They're fired up just in the Super Bowl. Didn't win it. So you got to be strict. You got to, lock down, lock in for sure. But look, dude, come on, man. Could have been something more exciting. With that said, though, let's look at the schedule. I'm going to give you guys my thoughts. And also, let me set the table for this topic. I mean, what did I have here? The New England Patriots released their 2026 NFL regular season schedule in mid-May. As defending AFC champions, they opened the road against the Seattle Seahawks in a Super Bowl rematch on September 29, and have 6 nationally televised games, setting up a tough slate with primetime matchups. Okay, yeah, well, looking at the schedule, I'm going to tell you guys what I think is going to be the outcome of these games. And so, September 9, we got primetime Seattle Seahawks. That's going to be a tough game. And that's going to be a tough one, dude. That's going to be a tough game. I think I think the Seahawks probably going to get that one, bro. That's going to be a tough game to win. If the Patriots come out swinging and win game 1, though, versus Seahawks. But here's the opportunity, though. It's the rematch. The Patriots want to establish this is a damn new year. This is the team that just took us out. And that's the type of attitude, not puppies. If the puppy Patriots come out, we're not winning game 1. But if the new Patriots embodying that, hey, yeah, you got something to say, then say it. We don't give a damn. New England Patriots, LFG, till we die. TB12, let go. There's an opportunity. We're gonna see how the team responds. I think Vrabel gets the boys on track, dude. Okay, then you got Buffalo Bills. They're in shambles. I mean, the organization blew up. They let go of their head coach, which was a mistake. They got a new stadium. They're trying it. They're not. I don't know. Josh Allen's a good quarterback, but I'm not worried about the Buffalo Bills as a whole. I think the Patriots take them out. We got the Bears. Caleb Williams, I think, is a phenomenal talent. That's at 8:15 p.m. That's prime time, baby. That's going to be an exciting game. I'm excited to see that. I like the Patriots defense to rattle Caleb Williams into some bad decisions. Then we got the Lions at 9:30 a.m. in Munich. That's a good team. I think that's going to be another one of those challenging games because the Lions are a pretty well-oiled machine. They're a good organization. The thing for them, though, is that Jared Goff, I don't know how many more years of this type of performance he has left. I mean, he's been playing really, really well, and he's been this way for quite some time, and he was pretty good when he was with the Rams. Sorry, I'm trying to fix this. He was pretty good when he was with the Rams and everything, but, like, I don't know. I feel like it's possible to expect a little bit of a drop-off from him. So we'll see. But based on what I'm seeing right now, I could give that one to the Lions. And then we have 4:25, December 6th, the Bills. They're definitely not going to take us out. They're not going to win both games. To be honest, I feel like the Patriots probably win this one and the Bills take the first one. I think that's probably more possible. So there's a chance, hold on, rewinding just a tad. There's a chance that the Patriots start the season 0-2. Like, I can see them dropping to the Seahawks, just like I can see them winning, all right? I don't want all you guys to be all upset about me being... I'm trying my best to be real and not to try to be like a delusional fan here. But there's a chance they can drop the first two games, which would put more pressure on the Bears game that maybe otherwise wouldn't be there. Because I feel like the Bears game has the potential to be a tough game that they kind of sort of take control over towards the end, or it can be a difficult game as heck, because Caleb Williams thrives in chaos. Like, that's one of my favorite traits about Caleb Williams. So, okay. Looks pretty interesting. Then we got the Jets. Not worried about the Jets. I'm sorry. You got the Steelers. Bro, I've been reading this schedule in the wrong damn order this entire time. All right, because I'm gonna go quicker. What the hell? Okay, so September 9 versus the Seahawks. I think we're gonna go lightning round. We'll give it to the Seahawks. The Steelers, they're lost and confused. Aaron Rodgers is, I don't know what he's doing. Patriots win. The Jaguars, I know they had a fantastic year last year, and the defense was playing great, and all of a sudden, long-haired guy playing great. All of a sudden, I don't buy it. Look, all these players, you look about players like Mahomes, Josh Allen, just think about Brady, and even players before like Roethlisberger, Manning, and all these players that have been in the league for a long time in an organization for a while, and they're consistently good. It has everyone spoiled thinking that happens all the time. It's possible. It's more often than not that people go one and done. I don't think I'm calling that on the Jaguars. I'm gonna just say that. The Bills, all of a sudden that's week 4. Okay, so week 4 at 4. I would have to see their schedule to have a better answer to this question. But the Patriots, you know what? I like them here. The Patriots win. They roll. Versus the Raiders, Patriots. Look, the Patriots, the Raiders have quarterback. They're going to have quarterback trouble. It's going to be an interesting year for them. The Jets, not worried about the Jets. We're taking them out. The Bears, that game now having been, okay, I think the Patriots going to have maybe 2 losses by the time they get there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So like 4-2 by the time they get to the Bears. That's going to be a big one. In prime time, I like Patriots, bro. I do. The Dolphins, they're a mess. The Patriots going to win this one. The Packers, I'll give that one to the Packers. They're, for as well-oiled a machine as the Patriots are right now, the Packers are a few steps down the road, although Drake May did get to the Super Bowl. Let's go, baby! But I'll give that to the Packers. They're a hell of an organization. November 15, this is where the drama of the team starts to happen. I think that the Patriots lose against the Lions, and that starts the narrative of like, what happened? You dropped versus the Packers, you dropped versus the Lions. These are the real good competitions. I mean, all you've beaten was the Jets and the Raiders that are struggling, and the old Aaron Rodgers. That's what people are going to be saying. And so we're going into the bye week drama. I mean, the whole organization's blowing up, talking about, it was all because of Vrabel's issues off the field, and is the team focused, and is their division. Well, then we come out versus the Chargers. And while I think that the Chargers have the right coach, and they have the right quarterback, and the right receiver or whatever, I just think it's the wrong time in their careers, bro. I think Justin Herbert, and I would love him to prove me wrong, but I think that Justin Herbert is he got the coach too late. I don't think he's got the juice to do it at this point. He's like, I don't know. So I think they come out, silence the haters, take out the Chargers, And then we got the Bills, 4:25 p.m., December 6th. What did I say about the first one? So we took them out. That's going to be a heated game. I like us, bro. I say what I say about the Bills, bro. I feel like this season is going to be an eye-opening season where we're going to say that it's time to really shake up Buffalo. Like, what happens to Josh Allen? I don't know. I just feel that. Vikings, not worried about that. Jay Jettas, look, you know what team you want to be on, Pop. Come on over. Then we got Kansas City. That's going to be a fantastic game. December 21st, getting to late in the year, almost in January football. Ooh, that's going to be a high implications game. Curious to see how Mahomes looks. But at this point in the season, he's already past being monitored, right? Like the first couple of games, he might be limited, or I don't know how they're going to monitor him. But at this point, he is going to be what he is going to be. Now, I think about Mahomes, what I was saying earlier about like how we've seen the longevity of certain players and expect it on everybody. Mahomes is kind of in that category right now. So we're comparing him to the likes of Brady, rightfully so, because he's won. Mahomes is a son of a gun, and he has won championships. But he's already been playing for a good amount of years. And just because Brady extended his career for as long as he did doesn't mean that it's easy to do. And that necessarily he's going to do it. We'll see if Mahomes has the ability to stay locked in and stay as effective as he's been. And I don't know, he might. I think, to be fair, let's assume that he is. If he's on that call sheet until he shows me otherwise, Mahomes is who he is. I think the Chiefs get that game. But that'd be an amazing one to win. The Patriots do play up to their opponents for the most part. We got the Jets. We're going to win that. We got the Broncos. That might be a tough one, TBD. We could drop that one depending if their defense comes to play this year. And then we win versus the Dolphins. So I think as a total, I have us winning or losing. Let me count the losses. I think it'd be easier to do. I got them going 12-5. I got the Patriots going 12-5. And is that so crazy to say? I mean, they were in the Super Bowl, were they not? Everyone had the same opportunity to get there, had they not? So, I think the Patriots go 12-5 this season, and it's going to be an exciting season. Now, we're definitely in a weird time right now because of all the variable stuff coming out. But look, here's what I think the Patriots need to do. I was against the idea of getting A.J. Brown for so long because I saw what he did with the Eagles. I saw that they had a phenomenal team, and they were still phenomenal, and they were still winning last year until he decided to blow it all up. Yeah, he wasn't getting targeted as much as before, but they were still winning. And that was because the team was being productive elsewhere with Saquon Barkley. And here's my thing. Look, to be a winning organization, you have to be able to manage egos because you have to have star players on the team. But if you have a lot of star players, that means you have a lot of people that believe that they can impact the game. And so A.J. Brown, rightfully so, believes, hey, I could be impacting too. And I think you can. But how about this scenario, A.J. Brown? How about right now? They're cooking. Let them cook and let that ride out. You could just hang out, get your yards when we need it, and just chill out because we'll need you at some point. Just like the year that the Eagles won the Super Bowl, it was all Barkley all the way until the Super Bowl. And then they put a lid on Barkley. Barkley was nowhere to be found. And then you saw Jalen Hurts step up and win him the game. And that's what I was thinking. Hey, if I'm the Eagles, I'm thinking we got Saquon still cooking. Ride that until we can't. And then once that doesn't work, and then let's get the offensive game popping, boy. Let's get AJ Brown. Let's get Devonta Smith. Let's get these gentlemen cooking. And then let's just say they put a lid on that. Then all of a sudden, hey, let's see that dual threat Jalen Hurts. Let's get him on running. Let's get him throwing darts. And then they get a lid on that. And you kind of just have many ways to operate, and that makes the team powerful. And so the fact that he wasn't able to see that and blew it up, and I think they crumbled because of that. Their team, there was no reason why the Eagles couldn't be in the Super Bowl, considering just how the other teams played. But they just imploded. And if you're capable of doing that once, you're capable of doing that twice. And so for me, I'm thinking we have a young Drake May, who I believe is going to be an incredible athlete and quarterback in this league. the last thing we need is for him to have a real like diva receiver. Now I think that AJ Brown is going to be extremely happy with the Patriots because they need a number one receiver that wants the ball all the time, and Drake May can get it there, and that's gonna be exciting to see. But before I get to that, the fact that AJ Brown was able to like destroy the Eagles' chances, I don't want to do that and negatively impact Drake May. Now, when we had Stefon Diggs last year, that was kind of sort of the same worry, but it just happened to like incredibly work out. Stefon Diggs turned out to be an incredible leader for the team, and I thought that was awesome to see. But that was the worry, didn't happen there. So with AJ Brown, it's like, man, bro, like I don't want that kind of thing to happen. Now I do think that he has a lot of respect for the Patriots team because clearly he's wanted to be on the Patriots. He was geeking out when he got Edelman's jersey and all this stuff, right? And I do think that his relationship with Mike Vrabel matters, and I think that he does respect Vrabel. So I think that the recipe is there to work out, and it's inevitable. It's gonna happen. It's the writings that we all know that it's gonna happen. AJ Brown is coming to the Patriots, and so because of that, I feel like, you know what? All right, let me start to think positively about the situation. And I think that, look, you were complaining about not getting touches, not being a primary focus on the offense. Well, welcome to the perfect scenario, because in an offensive system where you have Josh McDaniels, who will bring out the best and put you in the positions where your skills are shining in full display, you're in that scenario now. You got Josh McDaniels, and then you got a Drake May, who I do think is a better passer than Jalen Hurts. He's going to get you that ball where it needs to be. I mean, he's capable of doing pinpoint passes, and his deep throw accuracy is incredible. And so I do think that this is going to be pretty awesome for him to have. I'm curious. I think that we're in a shift right now in sports as a whole, where we're seeing like the average duration of a career is longer, and then just medical advancements have caused for folks to heal from injuries quicker and careers to be longer, whatever. So like off the top of my head, AJ Brown for me is kind of giving like an older receiver, just because he's been in the league for a while. He's already had impact plays. He's already won a Super Bowl. Like he's already done a lot. He's got a lot of wear and tear. But so for me, it's like I would almost want someone younger to arise. We'll get a talent from the draft, but I do think that we're gonna have him for a good while. Like I think that this has the potential to be a pair for a good while that helps truly develop Drake May, and so I'm excited to see that. Now, I do think that the Patriots should try their best to bring back Stefon Diggs. So the reason I believe that he was let go is because of his off-field mess and just the stuff with his chef, and she was accusing him of assault. And well, the verdict is out, and he was found innocent from those claims. So it's said out there, it's a fact, he's innocent. And so immediately everyone's saying, hey, well, what the heck? What about Stefon Diggs with the Patriots? And I love it. I think that he was a fantastic fit. I think that we can all agree that off-field issues have nothing to do with your job and responsibility as a football player. Your job is to go out there, put on a uniform, catch the ball, and get it into the end zone, and that's it. Look, Robert Kraft has had some suspicious things happen in his past. We have Vrabel in the midst of a crazy controversy. And then you got Stefon Diggs, which of everybody, I think he's the only person that was found innocent. So I think that, I say that all of that because Robert Kraft's been known to be very strict about that kind of thing. He didn't care too much for it. But you can't throw a stone from a glass house, pops. You know what I mean? So I think that, especially the fact that this dude was proven innocent, and he was amazing for the team. I mean, he showed up in big time moments, except for the Super Bowl. But I kind of feel that was a bit more on the offensive line and Drake May than it was necessarily Diggs. And then if we're going to get AJ Brown, then that's even better, because Stefon Diggs was capable of being our number one. I mean, he crossed 1,000 yards and 100 catches. And so he had number one production as heck. Like, he was completely number one. But now you have AJ Brown, who can be the real number one in his prime with the speed and in his prime. Then you have Stefon Diggs demanding the type of attention that he demands. I think that has the potential to be a wonderful pairing. And so I want to see that happen. I would love nothing more than Stefon Diggs to be back on the team. Now, another receiver that I think we should be on the lookout, and these are actually two players that I think we should be on the lookout as Patriots fans, are number one, Kyle Williams, and number two, Travion Henderson. Those two players are my pick for the most improved in this next season. I think that they are going to be the players that will excel the most, and I'm excited to see what happens, because you look at the skill sets and you see Travion Henderson. I mean, the speed that boy has is it's beautiful to watch. I mean, he has the ability to score an 80+ yard touchdown. He's a big play guy, and I think where his growth opportunity was in reading the holes correctly, reading the lanes correctly. So you get the ball, where are people shifting? Like, what's going to open up, or where is it open now? I feel like obviously it's so easy to see this on replay and sitting down watching from TV, because they slow everything down, and it's easy to see it this way. So a lot harder to do than what I'm making it sound, but it's possible. And I think that these players develop, and I think he's going to make this improvement. He was a little iffy on those judgments on what hole to really run through. But with his speed, as soon as he develops that, and you better believe he's been working on that, as soon as he shows that skill, that ability to hit the right hole at the right time, oh my God, bro's going to go through that and create that distance. And I'm excited to see that come into full effect. So Patriots fans, be excited about Travion Henderson. Now, Kyle Williams, the same type of example. He's got this like raw, like that weird speed. Same like Travion Henderson. They got that standout speed, that whoa type of speed. And that's something that I'm excited to see. Like I want to see the other stuff paired to that, because I do think he has a good ability to catch the ball. But you got to get on the same page. I want him to be able to be on the same page, right? With the roster that's going to have AJ Brown, who's going to take up the attention that he's going to take up, there's a huge opportunity. Pop Douglas, I hope that I feel like the Pop Douglas role might be flipped with Kyle Williams, just because Williams has that there's something about you that's different, that thing. You hear athletes talk about like, oh man, you gotta not only be super disciplined and very damn good, you gotta have like oh yeah, he's very damn good, but his hands, they're just weird. Or, oh man, the throw is just whoa. Or his ability to jump is like, you got that thing, that one special move that you have. Well, I don't know that Pop Douglas has that one special move. You know what I mean? I don't think he has abnormal speed or abnormal hands or abnormal really anything. I think he's just a really good player, and he has really great heart and effort. But I don't know that there's the other stuff. Well, Kyle Williams has that. And Pop Douglas had a huge opportunity to rise to the occasion last year. You got Stephon Diggs. Well, I was thinking it's going to be Stephon Diggs, Pop Douglas, and Hunter Henry. But you didn't really see that. Hunter Henry showed up. Stephon Diggs definitely showed up. And Pop Douglas, at times, I felt like we expected a little bit more. And while I do think that, hey, hopefully we can keep everybody around, what I've seen about football, it's a little different than basketball, bro. It's kind of more cutthroat. You're expected to perform now. I mean, look at Polk, Jalen Polk, and Javon Baker. Those were receivers I was really stoked about. And I was surprised to see we moved on quick. And so I'm thinking, dang, okay, well, in this case, if it's going to have to move on quick, I see the roster like this. AJ Brown, hopefully, fingers crossed, Stephon Diggs, then Kyle Williams. And then we have like our Hunter Henry, our tight ends and whatever else. And I know we carry more than 3 receivers, but as our main pieces that are out there impacting the game at any given time. And so that's who I'm excited about, dude. I mean, it's going to be an exciting year, dude. I want to cover more Patriot stuff. So as more news comes out, I'm definitely going to be covering. I believe that art lives within every soul, within you. And it's not just what you create, it's who you are. SEVENTHAURA exists to affirm that truth, to remind you and the world to embrace your inner creativity and to pursue your one wild and precious life. Every piece we make is an invitation that becomes a declaration of one simple truth. You are art. Head to SEVENTHAURA.com and explore the collection today, because you are the art that the world needs.